Hello, and welcome back. It has been so long, way too long since I have posted a video, and I'm back. So let's just jump right in where we always start, which is laundry. You just saw me walking down the staircase with two big baskets of laundry. These were from my girls' bedrooms, and this particular day was a sick day for one of my sons, my second grade son, Graham. It turned into a whole sick week, which I'll get into later, but won't get into all the gory details. But I will tell you, this was not the greatest day, but that's just the way things are, right? When you're a mom and you're busy, you just have to keep going. So I had decided, since we were going to be home, we were just going to go ahead and try to get as much done as we could today. We were doing lots of laundry. I ended up doing a little bit of bathroom organization and some furniture moving around, and I was starting off the day with making this little blueberry cake because we had an abundance of blueberries and I didn't want them to go to waste. So our blueberry cake is finished. I'm going to pop this in the oven. I would post the recipe in the description box, but I'll be honest with you guys, it didn't turn out that great. And yeah, I wouldn't make it again. So I won't waste your time with that. So you probably just saw Graham sitting at the table. He had so much homework to do. He has a lot of work in his second grade, which is good. But on this particular week, it was not great because he was not feeling well. He had sort of like a mild tummy bug, but it wasn't ever good enough for him to actually go to school. It wasn't like terrible, but let's just say he couldn't have made it through a day at school. So he was actually off the entire week, and then Foster ended up getting it also, and he was off school too. Luckily, I was able to contain it to just those two, because if you've been here before, we are a family of 6. I have 4 kids. They range in age from almost 15 down to 5. So I absolutely get just freaked out whenever one of my kids gets anything, because I'm just like, please don't let this go through my entire house and take everyone out. Luckily it didn't, so that was good. But on this day, we were just playing catch up. I had run up to his school and grabbed like all the work they had done so far that week, and we had so much to do. So we were working on that little by little, and then sort of like intermittently getting some cleaning done as well. Back in the laundry room, this should come as no surprise. I feel like I live half of my life here, but we are going to go ahead and get like the laundry that I put in this morning moved over. I do hang pretty much anything that's going to ultimately end up on a hanger. I just go ahead and hang it straight out of the washer. This little hanging rack thing that we installed, I got it at Costco. It is the greatest thing because I can just hang it up. Back when we lived in Florida, I didn't have a hanging rack and my laundry room was pretty small, so we couldn't have really put one up anyway. But we always had clothes just like hanging over everything, the back of all of the chairs in the dining room, like honestly anywhere that I could put something. So having a hanging rack is such a luxury. So starting another load, adding lots of laundry sanitizer. I ran into my room and just wanted to like get my bed made, because when I walk in and the bed is made, it like instantly puts me in a better mood. So let's get that done, and then I'm gonna start building some organizational products that I had ordered off of Amazon that I actually really love. So these are these two little like shelf things that go underneath of the vanity in the bathroom, and I love these. I actually filmed this probably over a month ago, and I can tell you I'm still using them. I still have them organized exactly the same way that I organized them in this video. So to me, that tells me that they work and I like the way that I did things because I've kept it that way. So they were really easy to build. They're just made of plastic. I'll link them in the description box, but I thought that they were really great, and I love how they like made use of the vertical space underneath of the sink, because just having everything, I had a lot of stuff in these little shoe bins that I had gotten from Target, and I do love them. I probably have like 30 of them in my house, but honestly, like trying to get something out of one of the bins when it's underneath of another couple bins and I have to like pull things out, take off the lid, I just felt like it was so many extra steps, and this, everything can just kind of be there and it's all like open. So I got those built and then headed into the bathroom. I'm sorry that the video quality is kind of blurry in here. I don't know what was going on with my camera, but you can see everything underneath the sink was just like thrown in there, and it was getting to the point where when I wanted to get bubble bath out for the boys or like a bath bomb, I was just getting annoyed. So time to take everything out, wipe down the inside of the cabinet, and then get these little organizers put in here. This was the point in the project when I realized like I need to stop going to Costco and buying things just because it's on sale. Because honestly, it's going to take me a year. It's going to take me more than a year just to use up all these deodorants. And what you don't see is probably 15 tubes of toothpaste and another 20 bars of Dove soap. And yes, I love those things when like we will use them, but it's such a fine line, especially with having such a big family. It's a fine line between stocking up and having what I need and never being in a situation where I wake up and like I don't have deodorant or I don't have a bar of soap when I need it, and realizing that my house is not a storage unit and it's nice to have some breathing room. It's nice to not have every single drawer completely full. And I will tell you, I've lived in houses that, like our house now, I feel like is pretty big. I've lived in a house in Florida that was, to us, pretty small. And when we lived in Illinois, it was, kind of middle. And it doesn't matter how big my house is, I always find myself filling every area. And it's such a bad habit to be in because it's just unnecessary, honestly. So I've really been intentional lately, and I'm actually going to make another video about this. But listen, I love Costco, and I actually have lots of videos on here where it's a Costco haul, or I've got Costco like shop with me on like my TikTok and my Instagram, and I love it. I actually have a membership to Sam's too, and love stocking up, love getting a good deal on things. But I've really tried to be more intentional lately with what I'm buying, knowing like how quickly we will use it, and being able to actually just see what I have, whether that's beauty products, cleaning products, and especially food. That's what the video that I'm thinking up is, going through the food that we have versus going to Costco because it's easy and spending another $500-$600 on a bunch of food, and then having my freezer so full that I can't even see what I have, and inevitably wasting things because things fall to the back and then we don't eat them. So that's what we've been doing right now. We've been really intentional about when we go. And yeah, so this was a little bit eye-opening, that bathroom organization. So as you can see now, I'm in the living room, and here's my little buddy. Oh, he doesn't feel good, and bless his heart. He was just breaking my heart that day. But we got speaking of Costco, we got a new couch. I don't think I might have made a YouTube short, but I don't think I've actually shown the couch in a video. So this is our new couch. It's the Thomasville Lowell sofa, I believe. We love it. It is so much bigger than our previous couch, which was that smaller like gray one that we've had for over 10 years. So it was definitely time to like move that to the basement and get something new and get something that will fit our family of 6 like comfortably. But it's so funny looking back at this like footage that I had shot. We actually don't have this couch in this configuration anymore. However, I left all of it in here because you might as well see the process. So I ended up moving the couch after this and the chairs, which you'll see pretty soon. But I was just trying to figure out like, what do I do? Because this couch is so much bigger, and then these 2 ottomans that kind of like stick out and make it a chase on either end, they're just so bulky and so big. I do love it, but I struggled for a while to figure out like the best configuration. The way that we have it currently, I love, and you'll see that in my next video, but I never ended up really loving what I did here. So these chairs, I have moved them like in a bunch of different rooms. I would love to have them in this room, this office, just to like have the kids be able to sit in there and read or whatever while I'm in there. But honestly, we needed the extra seating in our living room, and I love them in the living room because they swivel, and they're like great for when the kids are wanting to eat a snack and I'm like, no, stay off of the white couch. I let them sit in these leather couches because they're super easy to wipe clean. So I ended up putting them back in here, and like I said, you'll see in my next video that I've kind of flip-flopped the whole thing, and I've gotten a new coffee table, and this coffee table that you see right here is in the office as like almost a little kid's table. But this is what I do. It doesn't cost any money. It's not hurting anybody. So you know what? Whatever. But yes, I waste a lot of time moving furniture around to try to find the perfect configuration. And I come by it honestly because my mom always did this too. So here's what I have so far. I am having the hardest time figuring out what to do with this furniture. So I love the new couch, but it is huge, way bigger than the other one. The other couch would have been like just that and that and that and that. Like it was literally like 4 pieces, or maybe 5. But like the 2 extra ottomans and this extra side, it feels huge, which I don't mind, but I love having these little chairs over here just because like they swivel, so you can like look toward the kitchen, you can look toward the TV and the fireplace, you can like turn them toward each other for conversation. I do love them, but I feel like they look so small in this room. Like the room has these tall ceilings, so the chairs to me look very like doll furniture-esque. So I don't know. And then on top of that, we have this coffee table, which I do love. I've always loved this coffee table. We had it made. But everything else, all of the woods match. Like the wood on our side tables, these are from West Elm, but we did not buy the coffee table, and now you can't get it. So like that matches the floors. This is just a different type of wood altogether, which I'm okay with, but it is so big. So with the coffee table here, I can't have this ottoman over there. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I cannot decide what to do.